All right, welcome everybody to the Cyberpunk 2077 character creation of Jackie Wells from the game. Um, as you can see, it isn't a perfect match, but with a little creative license, I'm going to say that this is actually a younger Jackie Wells. It's like a Jackie Wells from his early 20s or so. Um, not as experienced, a little bit more fresh-faced. Um, if we use our imagination a little bit, I think we'll be just fine, and it actually works a lot better that way. But with that, let's just get into it. Using the masculine voice, skin tone. It's this one right here. I wish they were numbered or something, just so I could be like, hey, it's number 4 or 5 in this case. But I'm sure you can figure it out. Look right there. Haha. I believe in you. You can do it. Skin type, number 1. That's the one I felt worked the best. It has like a little bit of the skin texturing to it, like it's kind of it looks like he's freshly shaved as opposed to like skin damaged or that plasticky looking one. Kind of looks like he's synthetic. But yeah. Anyway, hairstyle number 34. It has the little knot top and shaved sides. It doesn't have that little like cutout at the front of his head. I'm actually pointing at my head when I say that, not that you can see it. But yeah, hands down the best option for that. His hair color, just going with the darkest color that we have here, the upper right corner. You can go with something a little lighter if you feel like that works. Me personally, I think that this is the best option out of what's there. Eyes. I noticed that Jackie does have like a little bit of a droopy eye look to him, so went with number 9. Just seemed to best represent what he has in the game. Again, going with him looking a little younger, his eyes wouldn't be as droopy as they are in the game either. So just think of it that way. Eye color is the first one, top left, whatever, light brown, hazel, however you want to describe it, right there. Eyebrows, number 1. They look, properly groomed. They're lovely little eyebrows. Eyebrow color, again, going with the darkest one. And once again, you can choose something a little bit lighter if you'd like, but this is the one I would recommend. Eyelash color. Now this one I think is like eyelash color, I believe is new to the update. And I'm actually kind of surprised, like depending on what the lighting is, like it can affect what it actually looks like. I didn't, such small detail, I didn't think it would matter much, but it really can. So for me, I went with this one. Again, you can choose what you think looks best, but that is what I went with. The nose. Jackie has a bit of a wider nose, also has a bit of a hook to it. So number 10 was the one that I thought best represented what he has in the game. The mouth, again, I know his lips, like his lower lip actually sticks out a bit more than his upper lip. So number 6 I thought was the best option. The jaw is really what kind of makes or breaks this character. That's why I'm saying let's pretend that he's a younger Jackie, a Jackie that isn't so world weary, mainly because that like really deep butt chin that he has in the game, it just simply isn't available in the options. But this one still does a pretty decent representation of it, I think, especially if we're just kind of pretending it's a younger Jackie. Ears. He has a bit of a rounded ear, connected earlobes. So I just realized I'm actually kind of giving you a insight into the process of me creating characters here, like really getting down to the nitty-gritty details. A beard, obviously doesn't have a beard, but because of the skin type that we took, as I mentioned before, You know, he does have like that freshly shaved, like kind of under the skin shadowing, which is just perfect. Beard style, beard color, obviously those wouldn't be there either because we have no beard. Cyberware is the thing that I am most happy with as far as the options go. I think the Jackie in the game has something on his chin or maybe on his throat. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but otherwise it perfectly emulates what's in the game. Facial scars, none. Facial tattoos, none. Piercings, number 16. Jackie obviously has like a big gold cross that's on his ear. There isn't anything like that in the creation options, so I just went with the biggest piercing stud that I could find. And I went with obviously the gold color. So there is that. His teeth, he's just got those pearly whites. He brushes daily. Eye makeup. I was actually surprised myself that I decided to give him eye makeup. It just gives his appearance a little bit more depth around the eyes. Number 6. It's just like the coloring on the top eyelid. For the color itself, I went with this. But honestly, like any of the dark ones would be okay. If you start getting into some of the wilder colors, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of having it. But, you know, most of these, really any of these darker colors would be just fine. No lip makeup. Well, there's no style, so there's no lip makeup. So moving on from that, cheek makeup. It says makeup, but I'm actually thinking of it more as like freckles. That's why number 2 really works well for that. And the coloring, I went with this one just so you can see what I'm actually talking about here. Yeah, that's the cheek makeup, which, like I said, to me, I'm just thinking of them as freckles. And Jackie definitely has freckles going across his face. The number 3 is still a little too dark. That one's a little too light, but that one's just right. And skipping back down on here. Blemishes. Blemishes are... I really don't know how to describe them, but I'll show them a little bit better in the next one. I chose the number 2 option. The blemish color, though, you can see with that, you can see like a whole bunch of blemishes on his face there. But again, I went with something that just adds a little bit more depth or character to his face. And honestly, like, unless you realize it's there, you don't even notice it. But without it, it's like it feels like the face is missing something, and you don't know quite what it is until you actually put down just these little added details. Nails, didn't do anything with them. He's just got natural nails. You know, natural color, natural or short length. But that's it. I'm never going to go any further than the nails on these characters. I will leave that up to your imagination. But yeah, I hope this is helpful for you guys. And yeah, just remember, a younger Jackie, and the character works a lot better if you have that kind of mindset. All right, thanks for watching.